just a few seconds. Okay, now I need to ask you all a question. Do any of y'all feel smarter? Just by chance? Yes? No? Okay. But, interesting fact, Francis Rosher, a psychologist at the University of Wisconsin, about a decade ago, him and some of his colleagues actually made a discovery that if you listen to Mozart before you take a test or do an assignment, it actually improves your learning skills, especially in the areas of mathematics. Now, that's why I guess I should have had a math test for y'all to do of some kind. But okay, so the key in today's lecture is how to improve your learning and memory skills. Us being college students, of course, we need to have good learning skills. Of course, for exams, pretty important. Midterms just passed and finals are just around the corner, so I'm pretty sure this lecture will come in handy. Okay, did you know that things such as your daily routine, sleep schedule, or even your diet can easily affect the way you do or don't retain information? With sleep, if you deprive yourself of sleep, of course you think, well, I have to go to work, I have an assignment due later on tonight. That's what an energy drink is for. Pop one of those and you should be good to go for another couple hours, knock out your assignment. But sleep is actually necessary for, memory consolidation. The memory enhancing activity actually occurs during the deepest part of your sleep. So, yeah, something you should keep in mind. It's always best to get a full night's rest, better than just a couple of hours. Moving on to the diet part, have any of y'all heard of the omega-3s? You have? You know what those are? What are they? Well, they come in pills, but
Fish?
yes, fish.
Yes.
Fish, fatty fish products. Salmon, tuna, trout. I'm not really a big fish fan, but they help you retain memory. Also, of course, the fruits and veggies. That's been a given. You've heard that your whole life. They're packed with antioxidants that protect your brain from cell damage. Brain cells from damage, sorry. They protect your brain cells from damage. And also, another interesting fact is if you drink wine, in moderation, of course, don't just down the whole bottle, but 1 glass of wine per day and for women and 2 for men is, usually a good way to improve memory. Red wine is usually best choice. You've heard, I know it's kind of, but I kind of like it. But anyway, it's rich in resveratrol, and that boosts the blood flow in the brain. And also it can help reduce the risk of catching Alzheimer's. I don't know if that runs in your family, but I'll keep that in mind. And the last thing is health relationships. Now, I know everyone has, different relationships with different people, and they have their different definition of what healthy means, but us being humans, we're highly sociable animals, which means that being isolated, a lot of us we tend not to work very well. How you see those kids that have grown up and they have no friends. They usually have some type of problems when they get older. You hear about it in the news all the time, how someone shot up a movie theater or a school or whatever, and this usually tends to be one of those problems. But anyway, relationships stimulate our brains. Friends, boyfriends, parents, we just love to be around people. Research shows that having a meaningful relationship is not only good for emotional health, but it's vital for the brain health as well. So I advise that if you, don't have that many friends, or sometimes you just need a break, go volunteer. It may make you feel really good. Meet new people, join a club, tennis, basketball, swim, anything active. But yeah, those are just a couple of facts of how to improve your learning skills and also to help you retain memory. Other things that can help boost your learning / memory are, you know, those little crossword puzzles or Sudoku puzzles. Sudoku, I'm sorry. They give your brain a workout. I was just doing some of those every once in a while. It's a good way to keep your brain stimulated. Also keep your stress level in check. I know with us being students, a lot of us have to work as well as attend class. I, for one, have a child and one on the way, so my stress can get out of hand sometimes. Ways to keep that in check: watch a funny movie. You know, laugh a little bit. Laughter is also good for the brain, so you know, might want to keep that stressed out a little bit. Go see a funny movie, or go to a comedy club, or you know, chill, relax, listen to some music. All right. Well, that brings us to a conclusion of our lecture. Does anyone have any questions? By chance, you sure? Are y'all guys sure? I mean, only if you have some, but if not, that's fine too. Okay, well, keep in mind that it's good to improve your memory and learning skills and your learning skills. But yeah, just take these, take them, use them to your advantage, and thank you all for coming out.